Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Brandon and Ryan Hour. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Ryan.
and it's Thursday. And today we are going to be discussing.
Yeah, so Thursday is our series review. We are continuing with Outer Range, covering episodes 5 and 6. 5 called The Soil, and 6 called The Family, because everybody loves family.
And soil. Apparently, the soil.
The Soil. You gotta love The Soil.
The soil. Some good stuff. Love me some of the soil.
All right, so yeah. So 2 episodes, both released a year ago in April of 2022.
Yeah. So I just noticed that all the titles are like really dumb like that. The
How did
second,
you just notice this?
I
I've
don't
been
know.
saying this on each and every one of these that we do.
Yeah, I don't know. The second episode was called The Land.
Uh-huh.
And now we have the soil.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so episode 5, The Soil. What are your initial thoughts on it?
Nothing happened.
Okay, I mean stuff happened.
Stuff
Nothing
happened,
of
but like I don't know.
nothing that drove the plot forward happened.
Yeah, nothing that drove the plot forward happened. It's just all mostly
Drama.
irrelevant
Yeah.
stuff and drama going on. Um and some of the drama didn't even really make sense.
Like
Um
what drama didn't make sense?
5 and 6 might be blurring together, but the whole part where he's going elk hunting.
Yeah, that's in 6.
Yeah, okay. And then what happened in 5? The
Uh,
bear,
yeah, the dead bear cub,
the stupid bear cub. Like then she's gonna go dig a hole and then not
and
put it
then
in the
not.
hole.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all.
All
And I'm
made no sense.
wondering, like, I don't understand the point of the bear. But earlier in the episode, they had the Bible study, which was the weirdest Bible study ever.
Yeah, it was very awkward Bible study. Like they
Like
stopped at a weird spot.
yeah. And then instead of asking a relevant question, okay, how does God's judgment look like in your life? Like, I don't feel like these people have ever, the people who wrote that scene have ever actually been to a church or to a Bible study.
Or do a Bible study. Yeah.
So they're
And
just
then
like, hey, what is it that people at Bible studies talk about? How much God hates people. Let's do
yeah.
that.
And then the one lady is like, I don't know if this is judgment or not, but my husband's sick.
Yeah.
Like, that's like when you get to prayer requests, lady,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, she just wanted to talk about her husband. And then the other lady, or then, oh gosh, what's her name?
Cecilia?
Cecilia was like, I'm lost.
And then everybody stops and we have to pray for you because you feel lost.
Yeah, like, what? I
I
need
was
more
so
information. If you're, are you lost because you're confused about
about the story.
this
Are you?
Bible story? Because me too. Where I'm coming in at the story, I'm confused also as to why she just stopped awkward. She stopped reading and made it really awkward.
Yeah.
She was like, "Okay."
Yeah. So they were reading about Elisha and the
Yeah, when
kids messing with him, and then him calling
yeah,
down a curse, and 2 bears show up. So I'm wondering if they were trying to parallel that with the dead bear cub, or what they
I
were
don't
doing.
know.
I don't know.
And I can't remember there being bears in any of the other episodes.
I mean, there's a stuffed bear in the Tillerson's house,
Yeah, okay,
but
but
no
no
live
actual
bears.
bear,
Right.
right?
So it's just out of the blue for
Just make
no
no
reason.
sense. I'm starting to like think that the first episode was a fluke.
Okay.
Because the rest of the episodes are just really lacking on keeping me entertained. I just want to know what the whole is about. So, okay, so the land. He's got um, he goes to the he goes somewhere to I don't know where he went to
He
get
went
to talk to
to
the people about
about the rock that he has.
yeah, or well about it was talking to him about why the guy wanted them to look at his land or whatever.
Yeah. So I think that was a college campus that he went to.
Okay, that's what I
Because
was thinking.
on the business card that he picked up from the Tillerson's house, it was like professor of
Okay.
something. So I
Okay.
think that's where I'm 90% sure it was a college that he went to.
That makes sense. And then he was looking at all of her pictures on the wall and documents and stuff, and he saw the symbol from when he went to the future, the BY9 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it was.
And then, but she seemed incredibly interested in the crystal or the amber with the whatever was inside of it.
Right.
And like I couldn't tell if it was bad acting or good acting. But did you watch her face?
Yeah.
Like she like when he was looking at the wall and she was like looking at it, she was like like I don't know. I couldn't tell if she was like if it was good acting or bad acting, but it looked dumb. Either way.
Okay.
I was like, could you be less obvious about your interest in this, please? Like, are you trying to like dial it back? We already know you're interested, but dial it back.
Oh, but yeah, so the whole episode started though with right from where the last one left off with Wayne leaving
Bashing
Royal
him over the
after
head with a
he
rock.
hit him with the head. And then he gets to his house and he's yelling for his kids to come down. And then he has a stroke that leaves him completely incapacitated.
Yeah.
What a time for a stroke.
Yeah. I didn't understand why he was bleeding from like up here. Because Royal headbutted him.
Okay.
So would have made sense, for like a broken nose or something or bloody lip, but not blood from his top of his head.
Didn't bother me. I didn't pay that much attention to
Royal also had blood coming from the top of his head, but on the other side.
Okay.
And he got hit in the back of the head with a rock.
All right.
So that didn't make any sense either.
Okay. Great.
So he gets knocked in the back of the head, immediately wakes up, and is like, I'm going to go to the university. Why did he go to the hole to begin with?
I don't know. I have no idea why he went out there.
It made no sense.
I wonder if he was thinking about throwing the necklace in the hole. Or seeing if it was going to react, and then after he gets in the fight, he's like, maybe I'll just leave.
Yeah, or
I
don't know.
Because he had the necklace with him when he went out there.
Yeah, it's like he wanted it for something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He wanted to jump in the hole with the necklace.
I have no idea.
I don't know. So then he goes to and it's like he goes back to the 90s and he goes to the library and gets the librarian to like use the internet for him.
Yeah.
And then he wants the phone number and uses a pay phone
to
call. And the number
he calls,
well,
the second number tells him, hey. Yeah, so the first number says, hey, for general inquiries, call this number. Hey, that number's disconnected.
Yeah. Because nobody uses contact numbers anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then he cracks the rock open.
Yeah, gets back home, puts it in a vise and smashes it. Get the black pieces out.
Yeah, and it just looked like black sand.
Right.
And he had it in one hand.
And then
he smeared it on his other hand, and it turned into this weird, I don't know what.
Well, it did the same thing as when he stuck his hand into the hole.
Right, but that...
Like, the same coloration thing happened on his hand when he stuck it in, so... They're obviously saying they're connected or the same.
Yeah. And then he saw his death,
Mm-hmm.
which was apparently sometime in the future,
Right.
but we don't know when.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she said you died 2 years ago. So it could
Right.
have
When I
been.
went to the future.
Yeah.
Right.
But then the lady, Autumn?
Autumn.
Autumn was there, but she could see the one from,
The past or
the
whatever.
present royal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was weird. And she still had the necklace.
Did she? I didn't notice that.
Pretty sure she still had the necklace.
All right.
He should have killed her. I don't know. There's some weird time traveling hippie on my property, acting all weird and messing with my family. Threw me into a giant hole.
Yeah.
Watched me throw another body into a giant hole. Yeah, she should probably just die at this point. Like, why keep her around?
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like that picks up into episode 6.
Actually, no, we did miss a piece.
Did we?
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So we missed the part where, um, the Tillerson, where you see him as a child and Royal crawls out of the hole.
Yep.
So Royal is from another time,
Right.
which is what I was originally thinking. It's probably from. You think he's from the past or from the future?
So in the first episode, they talk about how he's just using old techniques for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're making him look like he's very set in his ways. Like, hey, I was grown up in the past with this way of doing things, so that's how we're going to do it. So
Yeah, but
my
he was
money
only
on,
like 9.
yeah, my money is on that he's from the past.
He's on from the past. Could be. I mean, they haven't really. That makes the most sense because everything else that has come through is from the past.
Yeah, so like the buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
The
guessing
mammoth.
the buffalo came from the past.
Yeah, I mean, it had old arrows sticking in it.
Yeah.
The
The mammoth.
um, um, the body. Well, no, the body went to the future.
Yeah.
That's
body
the
went
only
to the
thing.
future.
Well, everything is going forward in time. Right. So everything that goes into the hole is from the past, goes forward in time. So the body went from the past to the future.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So everything's going from past to future. Nothing's going from future to past.
Except Royal. Because when he jumps in, when he's in the future, jumps in, he goes back to the past.
Doesn't show him jump back in the hole though.
Yes, it does. When
Did
he gets
it?
shot, he turns and jumps back in to the hole.
I thought he just
That's-
ran.
No, he jumped back into the hole.
Oh, okay. So maybe if you jump back into the hole, it sends you back where you came from?
I have no idea, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense because when he threw the Royal threw the body in the hole,
Mhm.
and the hole just went, and the body just went 5 days into the future.
Yeah.
But Royal went years into the future, at least
Right.
2 years into the future. Yeah, so there's no.
Don't know if there's any consistency to
Yeah.
to the time travel that the whole
Yeah.
orchestrates.
And what the mountain disappearing means, because that seems out of place for everything else that's happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Other than that whole region going back in time before there was a mountain. But that seems odd because the mountain came right back a few minutes later. Bless you.
Keep going.
You were distracting me with your sneezing, with your silent sneezing. Okay, yeah, so that leads into episode 6 with the family. Mm,
So yeah, so we get Royal confronting Autumn at the hole and taking her on the 4-wheeler.
yeah, that was fun. I like that part.
Yeah.
She didn't die like I wanted her to, but oh well.
Yeah, like he just passes up her camp. And like the implication is that he keeps speeding up and then she just jumps off and hurts herself.
I don't know why she jumped off. Like, what was he gonna? What was she afraid of? He was gonna crash the 4-wheeler and kill them both.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, so she jacked up her leg when she jumped up. Looked like she broke it because there was blood.
Yeah, but then I don't
But
know, 30 minutes later she's walking fine.
she's walking. Oh, she was limping, but then towards the end of the episode, she was walking fine.
Right.
So I don't know. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Then she goes crazy.
Yeah, she starts telling Royal that she wants to use the hole to change the world and make people's lives better.
Yeah. Well,
And
she said, "I'm gonna change the world."
yeah. And he tells her, if you come near my family again, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I
Like,
like that. The only way it's gonna be a happy ending for me is if she definitely dies.
okay.
And I really liked how he just went all out to destroy her camp.
Yeah.
It's not like she had a lot of stuff. He didn't have to use a whole can of gas, but he did. It made me
did.
really happy.
And that tent went up fast.
Yeah. I was like, dang, that went up pretty quick. I mean, I guess it is just like, a nylon tent or whatever.
Yeah. And he poured gas all over it as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's going to go up quick.
Yeah. That was entertaining. And then she goes crazy and starts talking to oh gosh, what's his name? Peter?
Perry.
Perry.
Yep.
And
yeah, first though she calls somebody and says, "Hey, send me money. You don't get to ask me what happened. Your job is to give me money." So I'm very confused as to who she is. Like, who are they setting her up to be?
Yeah. Who is she? Is she just a trust fund kid? Is she working for that company? Is she working for the Tillersons?
Okay.
Because then when he goes elk hunting.
Yeah, so the mom goes to the Tillerson's mother of the two sons, goes to leave, and crazy son is all geared up with a hunting attire and a bow and arrow. He's like, I'm going to go get an elk for dad.
What do you think his deal is?
I think he's crazy.
Think he's crazy?
Yes.
Or just a little...
No, I think he's crazy.
Okay. I don't know. I can't figure out if they're trying to make him crazy or just a little retarded or just like, I don't know.
There's something not right with him.
Yeah, something clearly off because he's the singing and just the weird mannerisms. Yeah, it's just weird. But he doesn't seem like an idiot.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, so he goes elk hunting and then runs into Autumn, and there's some weird thing going on, like weird coloration that they chose to use, where everything was
Yeah.
tinted in pink for some reason.
All the green turned pink.
Yeah,
And the weird story about the guy not
the
watching where he was
astrologer.
walking.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and then she leads him directly to the hole for whatever reason.
Yeah. And then he's just like, whoa. And then they leave. No
Yeah.
explanation. No, nothing. And then he goes back home and tells his dad that he was right.
Uh-huh.
And then he shows up at the end in her hotel room
In her hotel room,
in the
in the
tub.
bathtub. Yeah.
Super weird.
Yep. So we
So
got two potentially crazy people hanging out together.
had they met or prior to this?
Yes. Yeah, they
Oh,
met at the funeral
okay. Okay.
because she had a conversation saying that she liked his singing or whatever as they were walking to the cars
That's right. Okay. So they do have a prior interaction in the movie in the show so
in
that
the show. Yeah.
he wasn't just like, "Oh, this is a complete stranger," or yeah, my family's paying you to be a weirdo on our neighbor's land. Okay. Um mm,
You
yeah.
also get a what?
Oh, I was gonna say the whole thing with the Tillersons and everything, the weirdo son being the beneficiary of the will.
Yeah.
Everything goes to him. That was strange.
Apparently his dad likes him more than he likes the other kid.
Yeah. So I don't know. It to me it seems like maybe the dad was telling him like some of the weird, crazy stuff.
Okay.
Because he
That's
told
a
his dad, "You
possibility.
were right." He's like, "You were right.
Right.
Right about what
Well, he
exactly?"
said you were right about the west pasture,
Yeah, but
but
right about
what about
what?
it? We don't
Yeah,
know.
right. so So maybe that's why he's a little off because his dad's been telling him a whole bunch of weird, crazy stories
Yeah.
whole life. Um, or maybe he found that art room and is just got a bunch of
And
trauma.
emotionally scarred from that.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go in that art room. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
But no, this is
Um,
also the episode you get where the sheriff, the lady running for sheriff, goes to the church.
yeah, that was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny too. I was like, she went to church, and I was like, "Where's this going?"
Yeah.
And the pastor seemed. I was like, "This pastor's he's walking a thin line here." But then the other guy got up, and I was like, "Okay, all right,
All right.
I'm cool with that guy. That guy's cool. That guy knows what's up."
Yeah. I don't know what kind of church they go to, though.
It seemed very non-denominational.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Because
there wasn't any specific kind of. It seemed Protestant until
until they got to the end with
the Lord's
the
Supper, where they
yeah,
were doing communion like Catholics do
communion.
communion,
That's what I was trying to think of.
and then
Seemed
some
very
of the
Catholic or Lutheran to me, but the rest of it didn't. So I was very confused by that.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was very ambiguous.
Again,
And
almost like the people who wrote it have never actually been to church before.
either that or they're just lumping them all in together as one thing. And
Yeah.
they either don't know anything about church, or they think they know some things and they don't like it. That's the way it seems to me.
Yeah.
Because it's all been semi-disparaging.
Right.
The prayer, um, I don't know. Yeah, there's just been a bunch of weird stuff with
Yep.
the Bible.
Yeah, it seems like they just
Or
have
with
preconceived
church, I mean.
notions of what church is supposed to be based on like movies that they've watched or
Yeah,
just growing up in a
semi-religious house.
semi-religious area
Yeah,
and just kind of making up their own version of it.
yeah, could be. And I mean, in a small town, I'm guessing in small towns like that, you're not going to have 18 churches.
Right.
So you're probably going to get a lot of, weird conglomerations of theology. Anyway, let's see. There's just a bunch of dumb stuff in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the wife, the mother, Cecilia,
Mm-hmm.
goes to where that dead baby bear is, and then sticks her hand in its mouth and makes it bite her, even though it's dead. I don't understand why.
I didn't get
I'm
that
very
either.
confused as to why.
Yeah, that made no sense at all. And then she's just chilling in there, and then he comes by and is trying to talk to her, and she's like, "I just want to be alone right now with my dead bear."
Yeah.
Like, okay. Seems like he's trying to talk to you now, and you were complaining earlier that he wasn't talking
That it
to
wasn't
you.
talking to you.
So stop being a woman. But then, okay, here's the weird thing. So Autumn shows up in their house. She pulls a gun. Cecilia pulls a gun on her and is like, "Get out."
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she stole whatever that paperwork was that Cecilia was looking at earlier.
I don't think she did.
Well, the only reason they didn't show it,
Right.
but the only reason I'm thinking that she did is because they showed the paper right before she left the house. They left the door open. When we come back inside the house, she's in the house. The last thing we saw before she left the house was that paper. And just how movies and TV shows work, that's what happens, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think she was literally just searching for that necklace.
I don't know. We'll find out. But because we haven't seen that paper since then.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll find out. And then I really wanted her to shoot her.
Okay.
She's like, "If you don't think I'll shoot you in the back,
You're wrong. Yeah.
I was like, yes.
That was a great line.
That was a great line. But then she was like,
Then she sat there and talked to her.
well, she sat there and talked to her, but Royal told her the whole story about the necklace.
Yeah.
So,
And then she goes to leave and she stops and she's like, "Hey, is Royal acting differently?" Instead of saying, "Who are you? Get out of my house." What do you mean?
yeah,
And
what do you
then
mean?
is he keeping secrets? And then she's like, "Get out."
Yeah. Excuse me, he's been my husband for 40 years. Here's a couple of hot lead rounds for you. Some stupid stranger shows up on your property for 2 weeks and you're listening to them? Like, what?
Yep.
Super weird.
Yeah, and then Autumn and Perry, we get the scene with them in the diner where she's acting all crazy and talking loud and then talking soft and then
Yelling for
talking like a nut
coffee and
job.
then
Yeah.
threatening him.
Yeah, and then saying that she thinks Royal killed what's his name, and that she was going to go to the police. And Perry's like, "I'll take care of it," and he takes care of it the dumbest way possible.
When he said I'll take care of it, I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll take care of it means shut up, go away,
Right.
and if you go back to my property, you might disappear.
Yeah.
I thought that's what he meant by I'll take care of it.
Right.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna write a letter and slide it under the police station door.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing. Like, if you're gonna go confess to a crime, you have a lawyer. Tell your lawyer, this is what I'm doing. Work on the best deal for me, so
Yeah.
that we can get immunity for my dad, for my mom, for my brother.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
And
his whole thing was. I'm trying to protect the people that I care about, but he doesn't
he's
take the steps to do
screwing
anything to
them
protect
over.
them.
He's really
Correct.
screwing them over. And that, like, when Rhett was all pissed off, I was like, yes. Like,
Yeah.
this makes sense. Like, of course you're gonna be pissed off because now you're going to jail for
Being an accomplice.
being accomplice to a murder.
Right.
And, hiding a dead body, hiding evidence, lying to the police, a whole host of felonies. You're going to
Right.
jail forever.
Yep.
I don't know if Wyoming has a death sentence, but
Yeah. Just
the dad, the mom.
this guy, they're making him out to be an absolute moron. Like, he knows that his family has an attorney that they can go to. Why would you not go there?
I don't know. At this point, they're all morons to me.
Okay.
Like, I thought at the beginning that, like, Royal, had some smarts, and maybe Cecilia had some smarts, and, Rhett and Perry's in a bad way, so maybe he's just, being overly emotional because his wife's been missing.
Yeah.
And Perry seems younger, so maybe he's just a little dumb.
Rhett,
No,
but okay.
or yeah, Rhett. But no, they're all dumb.
Yes. They're all just a bunch of retards.
Yeah, just like the only one that's not dumb in this show is Wayne, and he's crazy.
And he's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, is he though?
I'm going to go with yes. But
I mean, the
obviously,
hole exists.
right. He's crazy, but he obviously has a reason for being crazy because he's seen something crazy when he was a kid.
Okay, yeah, he saw another kid crawl out of a bottomless pit.
Hole.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he actually saw him as a kid because all you see when Royal's crawling out is he grabs his leg and you see like this weird black nasty arm, and then Wayne falls over as he crawls out. So the implication is he passed out as soon as some weird hand grabbed him from a giant hole in the ground.
There were 2 flashbacks of that.
Okay.
And one of them you see Wayne as a little kid. So you see Wayne as a little kid and Royal as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see Royal grab his leg as he's crawling out with his nasty arm, and then Wayne falls over. The implication that I'm picking up is that he passed out from being so freaking terrified.
Okay, that wasn't my implication.
Okay. You can be wrong, that's fine.
Oh, I'm thinking you're wrong.
Do what?
Said, well, I'm thinking you're wrong.
Okay.
We could both be wrong. We could both be misremembering.
Yep.
Dang it. Let's see. The sheriff is stupid.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell if okay, here's my problem. I literally don't care about the murder. I don't know why.
Well, it wasn't technically a murder, but
Right.
okay.
It wasn't technically murder. It was mutual combat.
Right. Now, what they've done afterwards,
Yeah. What they
the
did
hiding the
after the fight.
body, whatever, that's all illegal stuff. But getting in a bar fight,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I mean, it sucks that somebody died, but at worst, it would have been manslaughter.
right.
At
Right.
worst.
At worst. At worst, this is manslaughter and then tampering with evidence. But I don't care.
Okay.
Like, for some reason, like in this show, like this illegal activity, I don't care about it all for some reason. And I don't know why. Because normally, illegal activity bothers me.
Okay.
But in this one, it doesn't. It doesn't bother me as much because I don't feel like it's the main plot. I think it's just some stupid subplot
Uh huh.
that's getting in the way of the main plot.
I agree with you.
And then the sheriff is on this like a like I can't tell what her real motivations are. I can't tell if she wants to get reelected. I can't tell if she's just really passionate about solving crimes or what.
Yeah.
Cuz technically she shouldn't even be investigating because it's a
No.
sheriff's department. There should be sheriff's deputies
Okay.
or a detective who do investigations,
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
even in a small town.
Right.
Because not that small, because we saw like 8 cops.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But I don't know. So that whole, I guess, part of the subplot with her in it, it's just really aggravating and irritating to watch.
Okay.
And every time she shows up, I'm like, go away.
Yeah.
Go away. Because there's just like the only thing that was the only scene with her in it in this episode that wasn't irritating, wasn't fully irritating, was when she went to, I guess, the prosecutor
Yeah.
and was like, I want to press charges or I want to arrest him. And he was like, all right, sounds good. And then she told him
And then
the
she's like,
bad
"Oh,
news.
there's one problem though."
Yeah. And then like the coroner said he only died 8 hours before they found the body. And she's like, but I think the coroner's wrong.
And then he's like, we can't file on this, or we can't
Yeah, we
take
can't
this
win
to
this.
trial because the coroner is saying one thing and all the other evidence says something else.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I mean and where did the guy the cook come from? Like it just showed up like he called the cops and was like, "Hey, I saw something."
No, because they went looking for people who were working that night, and she went to his house to ask him
Oh,
what he saw.
is that why she went there? Okay, I
Yeah,
guess I missed that or something.
yeah, because her and that other deputy, uh, she was outside watching the stupid hawk or whatever type of bird was up on the roof, and then he walks out. Here's a list of everybody who was working that night, and the one person we haven't talked to is this guy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I wasn't listening because I was like, why is she staring at the stupid bird?
Right?
I literally wasn't listening to him. I was like, what is with the stupid bird?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They sure do have a thing with animals in this. You got a buffalo, you
Yeah.
got a bear, and now a bird.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Little side note. I am not a lawyer, nor have I ever been a lawyer. But don't talk to the freaking cops. Especially with an attorney present.
Yeah,
Ah!
exactly how I feel.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it out of my system.
Yeah, and then it ends on Rhett and Perry having a fight, and the daughter Amy getting cut on the head by some glass.
Oh, yeah, because Royal slammed him up against the cabinet or whatever.
Yeah, and some glass shattered and cut her.
Yeah. You know who I was mad at in that scene?
Who?
The little girl. Go to your room!
Yeah, I mean, they told her like 15 times to leave.
Yeah. And then Royal picked her up and carried her away.
Yeah.
And then she knows they're in there fighting. Like,
you don't need to be all up in the middle of that.
that's your fault.
Okay.
And then she goes outside and looks up at the sky. And nobody follows her?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Would you follow?
I feel like the mom should have followed, but Royal needed to stay inside to make sure
Well, yeah,
the
Royal needed to stay inside.
two guys weren't trying to kill each other again.
Either the dad or the grandma should have gone outside and been like,
Correct.
to make sure she at least didn't run off in the middle of nowhere and at night.
Right. Exactly.
Very disappointed with both of these episodes. But nothing like really moved the main plot along, which is the freaking hole in the ground.
Yeah.
All we got on that was he saw the future of him dying.
Mm-hmm. The rocks, the black stuff in the rocks has the same type of ability that the hole does.
Yeah. You don't, but like, did he actually time travel or did he just see it? Like he did the first time.
I think when he jumped in the hole, he actually time traveled.
Right, you're right. But when he stuck his hand in, he saw the future.
Right.
So when he did that, did he just see the future?
Yes.
Then how is she talking to him?
I don't know.
Right? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
See, if I'd have seen the future and I saw her, and then she starts talking to me like I'm really there, I'm like, all right, you're going to die. Because if you don't die, I'm going to die. Because I'm thinking you're going to kill me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Either from an aneurysm or poison.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we do still have 2 episodes left to figure out what's going on here. So.
Yeah, but there's like so many things they need to tie up. Because they've made it so many other little, side trails, like the will for the Tillersons.
Yeah.
The weird Tillerson teaming up with Autumn. Perry confessing to the crime, so now they got to fix that crap.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the bear? What's up with the buffalo? The one guy gets in the car crash with the buffalo.
Yeah. I don't know if he hits the buffalo or if he swerved off the road and got in a wreck.
Sounded like he swerved off of the road and crashed.
Yeah.
Because buffalo can't die, because buffalo's got to show up in every single episode.
It's a magic buffalo. Yeah.
Oh, and the bear. The bear shows up and talks to Autumn.
Yeah, either that or she's crazy and just imagined it. Like, I think the bear was actually there, but the talking to her, maybe not. Maybe she's just crazy.
I don't know. Because the bear was like sniffing all over her and then like looked her right in the face. And then I don't even know what it said. Like, tell him?
I think it said tell him. Like, I put the subtitles on because I heard something and it was like, what did it what is it that I'm hearing?
Like,
And
is
I put
it
subtitles on and it said, tell him or
did
show
it
him. Show him is what it
show
said.
him? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But did it say anything else like quotes or
Nope.
nothing? Okay. So yeah, either she's crazy and imagining it, or it happened, and now there's talking bears.
Yep.
Hey, woo woo.
You want to go get a picnic basket? Yep.
And then I guess show him
Yeah.
was the Tillerson boy.
I mean, maybe.
How does that make sense?
I don't know.
And then we got to find out who the frick Autumn is and who the frick Royal is.
Mhm.
And Royal and Cecilia got to make up, or everybody's got to die. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just so many loose ends, and we have like an hour and a half to wrap them all up.
Yep. You are correct.
And it better be a good last 2 episodes, or I'm gonna be very, very pissed off that the first episode was so
It
good.
was so good. Okay.
Because it's just gone downhill. But we're not the only ones, because episodes 5 and 6 have the lowest ratings of all of them.
Okay.
So we're not the only ones who have this issue.
Yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much covers it. So
Yeah.
we'll be back next Thursday reviewing the final 2 episodes.
Yep.
So if you've made it this far, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to, hit the subscribe button.
Now do
Leave
it.
some comments down below.
Do it.
Do
Yes.
it.
Mondays we do movie reviews. So go check those out and leave us any comments for what movies or TV series we should review next. And anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right.